Live on a Thursday. I'm Jim Williams here with Stream On with me, Jim Williams. And, this is our first week of rolling out the live show. And we hope that you're enjoying it. We look forward to chatting with you about anything and everything having to do with television. Now, today's March Madness. That means that if you're a basketball fan like I am, then you are interested in what's going on with CBS because they are, the linear TV partner, and you've got TBS and TNT and True TV, and they've got basketball that started a few minutes ago that will last all the way past midnight. So if you're a college basketball fan, or if you're just a casual fan who enjoys, March Madness, the madness has begun. And one thing I'd like to say is kudos to a longtime friend, Jim Nance. Jim has been the man who, for 32 years, has called the Final Four and the national championship game. He has decided that he will relinquish those abilities to Ian Eagle. And Ian, of course, is also a friend and also a very talented guy in his own right. So good on both guys for having that opportunity to do what they're going to do. Jimmy, of course, is going to stay with the network as the lead golf announcer and also their lead NFL broadcaster. So Nance isn't going anywhere. He's just not doing college basketball at this point. So there you go. That's Jimmy Nance. And as I said, Ian Eagle gets the battlefield promotion to take that job. Let's take a quick look at some of the headlines for today. And let's see. Okay. And that is Comscore launches a dedicated programming targeting the unit of Proxmec. So from a tech standpoint, you know where some of your data is coming through. Comscore is the one. Tubi TV. Now, Tubi TV is the streaming partner of Fox, but they don't stream live content on Tubi TV, as you probably already know. They're in a deal with Hulu, so there's there's a bit of a mixing and matching of Fox content. So we'll keep you posted on that. Netflix is considered the most essential streaming video on demand service according to Illuma Insights. So Netflix is considered a must-have if you are a streaming video person like we are. Okay. Sinclair's Diamond Sports filed yesterday for bankruptcy. It's Chapter 11. They plan to shed somehow, I don't know how this is going to work. They plan to shed $8 billion that they now are in debt. So let's figure that one out. DirecTV sues Nexstar. There's something that, we could have definitely seen coming. Nexstar, of course, is the largest broadcaster, largest owner of television stations in the country. And DirecTV, does this all the time. They'll sue because it's a local carriage deal. And sometimes they sue, Hubbard Broadcasting. Sometimes they sue Sinclair. Sometimes they sue, CBS or NBC or whatever, because they feel that Nexstar is getting way too much money for, the local broadcast rights. So this will probably not last long, but we'll see how it goes. Hallmark Media inks a measurement pact with EDO. EDO will be there to help them decide how many viewers are on Hallmark. Hallmark Media is doing very well, and they just signed a streaming deal with our buddies at Peacock, and so Hallmark and Peacock are together for, in not too distant future for the days. So that'll be a cool thing. So, let's take a little bit. Fox is to be made its debut on the Nielsen's, and we really actually do have an interesting situation there. That it basically Tubi captured 1% of the U.S. viewing TV audience in February. So that's for a group of programs that are, more on the older side, but reruns and movies and such. They've done well, and they did. Um, it's a free ad-supported streaming TV, which is called Fast, and that service launched on, you know, on the streaming services. I'm sorry, on the platforms, Roku and such, last month, and it was widely seen as a big deal. So that's pretty cool. And we, as I said before, we offer the opportunity for you to have your questions answered and all of that good stuff. Let me get to the games that are going on for right now, and I think that we can give you a heads up on what's going on and where to watch and what to watch. And we got our boys that are out there today. Good on Greg Gumbel and the gang. So, studio host will be Greg Gumbel, coverage from CBS Broadcast Center in New York. He's going to be joined by Charles Barkley, Clark Kellogg, Kenny Smith, as well as Wally Serbia. EJ, Ernie Johnson, will host the studio coverage from the Warner Brothers Discovery Studios in Atlanta, along with Jay Wright, Candace Parker, Seth Davis. Additionally, Adam Zucker and Adam Laco will host from New York and Atlanta, respectively. So here we go. What's going on right now? So the games on on Thursday. All right, here we go. In Birmingham, Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines, and the Amway Center in Orlando, and the Golden One Center in Sacramento. These are the games. Already started. Maryland versus West Virginia. It's an 8-9 seed. Jimmy Nance, Bill Rafferty, Grant Hill, Tracy Wolfson on the call. At 1:40, Furman versus Virginia. Kevin Harlan, Dan Bonner, Stan Van Gundy, Lauren Shahadi on the call. True TV, 1:40. Utah State and Missouri. That's Brad Nessler. That's Brendan Hayward, and that's Dana Jacobson. TNT is where you're going to see the 2 o'clock game. That's Howard in Kansas. Brian Anderson, Jimmy Jackson, Allie LaForce on the call there. TBS got the 2:45 game. That's the play-in champion, Pitt, taking on Alabama. Jim Nance, Rafferty, and Hill on that call. 3 o'clock on CBS. That's the College of Charleston, San Diego State. Kevin Harlan, Dan Bonner, Stan Van Gundy on that one. CBS has the 4 o'clock game. Princeton in Arizona should be a fun one. That's Nessler, Haywood, and Jacobson. TNT's got your 4:30 game. Illinois and Arkansas. That's Anderson, Jackson, and LaForce. 6:50. That's Auburn and Iowa. That's Nance, Rafferty, Hill, and Wolfson. Then TNT's got the 7:10 game, Oral Roberts and Duke. CBS at 7:25. That's Colgate and Texas. TBS is 7:35. That's Boise State Northwestern. True TV's got your 9:20 game, which is Nance, Rafferty, and Hill calling number 1 Houston against Northern Kentucky. 9:40 Louisiana versus Tennessee. That's Harlan, Bonner, and Gundy. CBS at 9:55. Penn State and Texas A&M. That's Anderson, Jackson, and LaForce. TBS is on the game at 10:05. That's UNC. Asheville against UCLA. That's Nessler, Haywood, and Jacobson. And that, my friends, is your schedule for today's college basketball action. So you have every opportunity to ask whatever the questions you want. I'm here for you. All right. So tell you what, tomorrow we'll be back and we'll have some fun. We'll bring in some guests. Appreciate you spending some time with us today. And join us tomorrow at 1:30. We'll talk anything and all things television. Okay. Until then, I'm Jim Williams. Have a nice day, everybody. We will see you soon.